I will beat anybody's price by $1,000, apples to apples. I don't care if it's a kit, I don't care if it's a building. Give it to me, let me compete. All you're doing is saving money with that offer, but I don't care what it is. Give me a shot at it, and I'll beat him by $1,000, apples to apples. I will beat. Today, we're going to run specials on the Best Buys. The regular price is $21,000. We're going to sell that baby for $18,999. That's a 30 by 30. 30 by 50, regular $29. I'm going to sell it for $27,999. And a 40 by 60, regular $43. Going on sale for $39,999. Can't beat those prices. But if you get somebody, steel, stick frame, I don't care what it is, I will beat them apples to apples. By $1,000, I'll give you 2 by 8 trusses, whatever you prefer. 25 years in business, 500 plus positive reviews, 20,000 plus buildings on the ground, A plus rating with the BBB, no violations with the LBC. What does that mean? You can trust us. We've been here, we're going to be here. We're not going to leave. Give me a call at 337-214-0428 or call me on my personal cell phone number, 337-515-2154. Thank you for listening. Today, we're going to run specials on the Best Buys. The regular price is $21,000. We're going to sell that baby for $18,999. That's a 30 by 30. 30 by 50, regular $29. I'm going to sell it for $27,999. And a 40 by 60, regular $43. Going on sale for $39,999. Can't beat those prices. But if you get somebody, steel, stick frame, I don't care what it is, I will beat them apples to apples. By $1,000, I'll give you 2 by 8 trusses, whatever you prefer. 25 years in business, 500 plus positive reviews, 20,000 plus buildings on the ground, A plus rating with the BBB, no violations with the LBC. What does that mean? You can trust us. We've been here, we're going to be here. We're not going to leave. Give me a call at 337-214-0428 or call me on my personal cell phone number, 337-515-2154. Thank you for listening. Today, we're going to run specials on the Best Buys. The regular price is $21,000. We're going to sell that baby for $18,999. That's a 30 by 30. 30 by 50, regular $29. I'm going to sell it for $27,999. And a 40 by 60, regular $43. Going on sale for $39,999. Can't beat those prices. But if you get somebody, steel, stick frame, I don't care what it is, I will beat them apples to apples. By $1,000, I'll give you 2 by 8 trusses, whatever you prefer. 25 years in business, 500 plus positive reviews, 20,000 plus buildings on the ground, A plus rating with the BBB, no violations with the LBC. What does that mean? You can trust us. We've been here, we're going to be here. We're not going to leave. Give me a call at 337-214-0428 or call me on my personal cell phone number, 337-515-2154. Thank you for listening. Today, we're going to run specials on the Best Buys. The regular price is $21,000. We're going to sell that baby for $18,999. That's a 30 by 30. 30 by 50, regular $29. I'm going to sell it for $27,999. And a 40 by 60, regular $43. Going on sale for $39,999. Can't beat those prices. But if you get somebody, steel, stick frame, I don't care what it is, I will beat them apples to apples. By $1,000, I'll give you 2 by 8 trusses, whatever you prefer. 25 years in business, 500 plus positive reviews, 20,000 plus buildings on the ground, A plus rating with the BBB, No violations with the LBC. What does that mean? You can trust us. We've been here. We're going to be here. We're not going to leave. Give me a call at 337-214-0428 or call me on my personal cell phone number, 337-515-2154. Thank you for listening. Today, we're going to run specials on the Best Buys. The regular price is $21,000. We're going to sell that baby for $18,999. That's a 30 by 30. 30 by 50. Regular $29. I'm going to sell it for $27,999. And a 40 by 60. Today, we're going to run specials on the Best Buys. The regular price is $21,000. We're going to sell that baby for $18,999. That's a 30 by 30. 30 by 50. Regular $29. I'm going to sell it for $27,999. And a 40 by 60. Regular $43. Going on sale for $39,999. Can't beat those prices. But if you get somebody, steel, stick frame, I don't care what it is, I will beat them apples to apples by $1,000. Hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. I want to continue my series. We've put out 23 reasons to do business with Mallett. Today, number 24. You always have different people trying to get into business. Does it mean something when you've been in business 23 years or just 1 or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years? I think it does. The fact that we've been out here that long should tell you can trust us. We're going to be here. The question is, how does a company with only 1 or 2 years in business or 5 years give 10-year warranty? How can you give a warranty longer than you've been in business? I give a 10-year warranty. I've been in business 23 years. I'm going to be here. But if I've only been in business 1 or 2 years, hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. First of all, I had a few comments. There's no drama here. But you know when you got something like this, a guy calling people behind your back after he stole your contacts, there was no other way for me to bring it to the public. There ain't no drama. 25 years, ain't no drama here. Maybe some drama too with these other guys, but ain't no drama. But I can tell you right now, I had to let everybody know, and you'd be surprised how many people have called in and text that he did do all that stuff and did tell them all kind of crazy things. But let's jump into what we really come here to talk about. Number one, I have a sale running on these Best Buy buildings. Today, you can get roof and wall insulation, totally, on every building. Besides having the best price already, I'm going to add that to it, okay? Right now, your Best Buy 30 by 30 is $16,999. Now you get free roof and wall insulation. 30 by 50 by 12, $25,999, and free roof and wall insulation. And the 40 by 60, $37,999, and free roof and wall insulation. Okay? Call me now if you got questions, you want to buy a building, I'll answer your questions. You got something you want to talk about, ask me. Okay? I can answer any question you throw. I've been doing this for 25 years. I done forgot more than they know in their sleep. I'm telling you. If you got a question, you're interested in the building, while we're on live, call, and hey, might give you a deal. You never know. So I'll continue. As we go, if you want to buy a building, you want to ask a question, ask me. I know the answer to the question. I've been doing it longer than all of them put together. But anyway, experience matters. It always has mattered in anything in this world. The more experience you have in anything you do, the better you are at it. Surely, whether it's playing basketball, football, the more you practice, that means the longer you've been doing it, the better you are. Now, stability, proven track record, quality warranties, licensed and credentialed. These things is what experience gives you. So when you're choosing someone to build your building, think about that. Don't you want stability? Don't you want a proven track record? Don't you want to make sure they've been in business longer than the warranties that they're claiming they're going to give you? I'll touch on that shortly. Licensed and credentialed. What can I tell you? consider this before you buy a building. All right, so I did a little bit of checking. Fortify is not licensed, according to the LSABC. Cornerstone is not licensed, but Reed's is licensed as a home improvement restoration. So they can't build new buildings at all under the new law. But here's the issue. All these come lately guys are buying all their materials from them. That's fine, except for one thing. 409 complaints enclosed in 3 years, 205 just in the last 12 months. That's where they're getting their materials. I buy all my materials direct. I'm a manufacturer, and I bring in truckloads of materials, and we pack our own materials. We do our own thing. They're buying all their materials from a company with this type of stuff. That's just BBB. You can go check it out. It's right there. I was shocked when I read it. I can't imagine how that they're still operating. But hey, remember this. Every little fella out there is buying those materials. They're from them. Okay? Not us. We ship in our own lumber. By the way, we ship in only dry killed lumber, all #1 lumber, and we also build only 2x8 trusses on our Mallett building and our Quality building. Our Best Buy buildings are 2x6s, the same as the others. Now move on. Let's see what we got. Post frame versus steel. I've been on this. I'm going to stay on. There's going to be some comments afterwards, and I'm going to address that. But I'm confused because if a steel building is still sitting on a slab and enclosed, therefore protected from moisture, there shouldn't be any rust, correct? No. You can get moisture trapped inside. Leaks can cause problems. Poor insulation. Incompatible materials. That's the answer to that question. Okay, I got a question here. Tammy, Ms. Fendel, would you give a price for the other 2 levels besides the Best Buy for 30x30? And with 10, can you get... Be proud if you can't provide them. I sure will. As soon as this, I'll get one of my building specialists to call you, and we'll tend to that. No question about it. They all come with roof. That specials across the board. All roof and wall insulation applies to all three buildings. Now understand, and you bring up a good point, Ms. Vandal. My competitors would like to make you believe they build a Quality or a Mallett building. They do not. Number one, that's the only buildings I know has got 2x8 trusses. And what they'll say, oh, you don't need that, that's too heavy. No, they're all engineered. The reason they say is because they can't build them or they can't afford to buy them. Now, go back to my truss pictures. Today, anybody buys a building, I will build you any truss in your building that suits your building, whether it be a 30x30 or whatever, on all 3 buildings, all 3 styles, okay? Any building that you see that we build and design here, I'll put that on any one of your buildings, okay? I'll even do a gambrel truss. Whatever you want to do, let's get after it, okay? We can do that, competitor can't do that, okay? But I'll get that to you. But if you can't provide them on this, okay, I'll do that. Now, understand, here we go back again. Have I done this one yet? Okay, this was Mr. Miller. You sent this in, Mr. Miller. Mallett, please post your wood substitute solution of this style. Here it is. Let me back out the way. Okay, there she is. 32, 370, 56. $20 a square foot, includes slab, erection, and materials. What did that cost you? You didn't tell me. I'm interested to know. The answer to your answer, Mr. Thibodeau, is yes. That's the Tiger Special today. Insulation across the board. All 3 buildings. Okay? But here's your truss configuration again. Any building, here's another Tiger Special. Any building you build, you pick that truss, I'm going to build it and put it on your building. All treated, dry killed lumber, all day long. Okay, look, there's all kinds. We got all kinds of trusses. We can build trusses. Yeah, I already answered, Mr. Thibodeau. It's no problem, Mr. Thibodeau. No problemo. Okay, go to the next slide. Mr. King, with this knowledge, I can't figure out why in the world they would have stopped making bridges out of timber and started using steel. I'm not building bridges. I don't know what that's all about, but I will tell you this. They're not going to put that steel in that water. They'll put wood or concrete. Okay? But I don't, the answer is I'm not building bridges. Next one. Not to be petty, but surface rust has nothing to do with structural integrity. Bring up the slide. Rust is more than just an eyesore. I've already went over this once. I'm going to go over it again. It can compromise the structural integrity of your metal building, leading to serious safety concerns. Over time, unchecked rust can cause metal products to weaken and deteriorate. You're going to say, well, you're going to do maintenance. You ain't got to do no maintenance on that wood. That wood, and then we put that wood inside of a 5x5, a 6x6 post protector. So it's got another added protection. But this tells you real quick, the answer to your question is, yes, it's deteriorating. Slowly but surely. And if I recall correctly, anywhere from, depending on the conditions, 15 to 20 years, or depending on, like in our part of the world, it's 2 to 5, I think. So it does deteriorate. Now, as you can see, I do my research. So when you ask a question about this, I go look and try to find the answers. I don't talk, out in the blue like I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, Jonathan did perfect. Any deals on roll-up doors? Laugh out loud. Well, it just depends. If you come in today, my buildings come standard with one roll-up door. But if you buy by Friday, I'll give you a 10 by 10 roll-up door in any building we sell. So come on. We're going to bring it. We're going to start really rolling here. But if you've got any questions about this stuff, ask me. I'm much more qualified to answer your questions than my competitors. Why? They haven't been doing it that long. I've been doing it 25 years. I sleep this stuff. I mean, so if you got a question, ask me. Let's sell some buildings today. I'll cut deals with you, left and right. Look, you want to buy a building? Be it prepared. I'm going to be on every day live. I won't be here Thursday because I got to go do my job. I'm chairman of the state licensing board, so I got to go to Baton Rouge and do my duty. I'm not paid for that, but I've been chairman for 15 years. What does that tell you about this company and the owner of this company? Okay? We monitor our industry. We try to protect our industry. Okay? Well, Mr. Thibodeau, you come in tomorrow, and I'll give you a 12-foot door. I don't know what else I can do for you, but come on. I'm ready to do the deal. Well, there'll be another 10 by 10. Yep, okay. Mr. Diaz, I don't know what I'm up against here. If you send me some paperwork, if it's kind of like this, you saw how they got beat. If it's tubular, and I believe that's tubular, I can't work this because I don't know what I'm up against. You got to tell me what the product is, how big the product is. I need more details. If you give me more details, tomorrow I will address it. But give me the details of what I'm up against. In fact, if anybody wants me to do that, come on. Mr. Thibodeau, look, I want to work with you. But look, you're kind of getting out there, 10, 12, make up your mind. Tell you what you do, Mr. Thibodeau. You give me a call, or come sit down here and I'll sit down with you and I'll treat you right. But you keep going. Which one is it? Is it 10, 12, 14? You can't keep doing that. Which one is it you need? I already cut a deal with you on a 10 by 10. Period. Okay? Let's not play. I'm not going to play this with you, but I want to help you and I want to sell your building. But you tell me what you want. Okay? I've got a building that works with you guys. I'm going to have to call Jared back. I could use some of these deals. Well, I'll try to help you, Mr. Lalott, if I can. Okay, what we got next? That's it there? All right, let's go. Oh, I already went him, didn't I? Yeah, next one. We're back to our best buy. 30 by 30, $16,999. 30 by 50, $25,999. 40 by 60, $37,999. Now, the reason why I can give you all free installation is I picked up the phone this morning. We buy by the trailer truckload. I called my supplier and I said, hey, I need a deal. I need to sell some buildings and I need a deal on some insulation. Well, because we buy in such big volume, he cut me a deal. That's why I'm passing it on to you. I'm not trying to make any money on that insulation. Okay? So today, I was able to get the deal done, and now I'm trying to pass it on to y'all. Okay. It's just his opinion. He's just a salesman. No, I'm not a salesman. I own this company. I've been doing this for 25 years. I'm a licensed contractor, and I'm chairman of the state licensing board. I'm not a salesman. I might be a building specialist. I might be a lot of things, but I'm not a salesman, and I train my people not to be salesmen, but building specialists. Why? They're there to help you, the customer. Okay? They're only as good depending who puts them together. Agreed? And somebody's been doing it 25 years, can probably put them together way better than somebody's been doing it for 2. I've seen some of the buildings and work on them, wasn't impressed. Well, it wasn't my buildings. You're probably correct, because over the years, if you go back in time, in history, how this all went, 25 years ago when I got in this, the main supplier of post-frame buildings in this area of the state of the Southeast was Oklahoma Builders, okay? They were building these buildings with all white wood. They were using number 3 2x4s on the purlins and the girts. They were using 5x5 posts. They were using 20-year metal. They were not pouring concrete into slabs. They were building something that really was pretty cheap. And they sold a lot of buildings. So it's very possible that Mr. Lacombe, you saw that. Now, as years transpired, and I got into it, because in those days, 25 years ago, the main building that was sold was going to be your steel buildings. Post frame was in its infancy. In the last 25 years, we've come a long way, and that's because we took the post frame and designed it to be built in Louisiana to take moisture. That's why I went to the all-treated building, to get post protectors, to give the longevity to the post, to make them build better because of the hurricanes. There was all kind of reasons that we needed to do that to these buildings. And in today's world, if you notice, everybody tries to copycat me, because I designed them to take Louisiana. If you recall a few years ago what they were doing, they were competing and they were all doing whitewood. And we were all treated, and we were eating their lunch. So they finally figured out, I guess we better start selling treated. So they started copying me. They copied me on the post protectors. Everything I do, and what does that tell you? We're the leader in the field. Experience. We go back to that first thing I talked about. Experience, experience, experience. They don't have it. And it's going to take them years and years and years to get it. What else you got? I'm Mr. Hooten, I'm a little, I don't know what, unmaintained, mistreated wood rots. Number one, you're right about whitewood. Treated, ground-treated wood, no. It has a lifetime warranty from the manufacturer. Unmaintained, mistreated metal rust. True, but you can't get a lifetime warranty from the manufacturer. You could market the actual advantage of wood instead of the fallacy that all anchor bolts are the same or rust away. Let me tell you, I did a little research on that. I can't find a manufacturer of steel buildings to warrant the anchor bolts. They won't do it. I checked with 3 or 4 today, and I'm going to continue to pound on that one. But I can tell you right now, that's not a fallacy. That picture, that surface, and then I went back and I even proved to you that that surface rust continues to deteriorate that metal. And a lot of your steel companies, I won't mention their names, are actually they're not sending galvanized bolts or stainless steel, they're sending regular black iron, or just regular bolts. Those may last 2 to 5 years. The other, maybe, it depends on where you're at. But my point in your comment is that it's not a fallacy. And you're right, not all anchor bolts are the same and will rust away. That is a true statement. But you can't get them to warrant them. I couldn't find it. I looked, I had my guy say, look, find out what the warranty is on anchor bolts. I could not find it. Okay, back up. Any reputable steel builder will use the proper anchors for the location and conditions. Well, do you know the key word there? Reputable. You're right. Any reputable one will. I think you have a lot of people maybe they're not reputable, maybe we're trying to cut corners. I don't know what they're doing. But I can tell you right now, that's a true statement. Reputable is a true statement. So I would say that not only should you check that, but just look at the bolt. If you're going to buy a steel building, just look at the bolt. Or, you know as well as I, if you go to stainless or you go to galvanized, they're going to cost you more money. So there's a price to pay for it, but still not going to get a warranty. I'm giving you a warranty on my member. The post is warranted for life. The manufacturer will replace that post. 360 stainless steel anchors won't ever look like that, even Oceanside. But who's using 360? Well, you think these small companies, or these companies selling these accessory buildings, are giving them that? They're not doing that. You think that these tubular steel people are doing that? They're not doing that. And if you look at some of, I'm studying, and I'll get back on that probably tomorrow. I'm studying some of the warranties and their warranty documentation, and their warranty documentation pretty much excludes some of this stuff. So I'm not, you know, there's no warranty on the bolt. Go to the next one. This is fortified. Now, I'm a little concerned about this one. Damage due to contact with green and wet lumber. Damage caused by spray foam insulation. See, we do the double bubble and we do spray foam, but I always put the double bubble and I put spray foam. I don't particularly care to put the spray foam up against it, and I'll tell you why. If you have problems with that metal, when you try to, if you have to remove the sheet on the outside to get to your plumbing or get to your electrical, if that's what you're doing, if it's against the metal, it's going to be a mess. Whereas if you have the other layer, they just come right off, you get right to it. If you treat yourselves right, you have nothing to worry about. What is this, Jerry Springer? No, this ain't Jerry Springer. It's Lee Mallett. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm going to tell you right now. I pay my salesmen a lot. The good ones. The bad ones don't stay. But the good ones can make $300,000, $400,000 a year. That's a factual statement. Okay? At a minimum, they start out making $50,000 base pay. At a minimum. Not a draw, base pay. They hit certain criteria, and they make 120, 150 like that. The super salesman, he's going to jump into the $6, $7, $300,000 like that. Factual statement. I can prove it. I can show you the checks. But a poor salesman does not survive. What separates a poor salesman from a good salesman? Number one, a good salesman doesn't lie. He tells the truth. He doesn't try to answer a question with bullshit, right? A good salesman knows his product. A good salesman tends to his customers. A good salesman has work ethic. I'm serious, really has work ethic, okay? There's a lot of reasons to make the difference between a good salesman and a bad salesman. Bad salespeople do not make it here. Bad workers don't make it here. 9 times out of, look, I've got people that have worked here for years, since I was open, 18, 19, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 6 years. I've got salesmen who've been here for 8, 9, 10 years, 11, 12, 13 years. That's not drama when you get rid of somebody. That's because that person's not doing their job and you're paying them good money, so they need to be held accountable. That's all. There's nothing wrong with that. You paying these guys $15,000? I doubt that. Well, I tell you what, I can prove it, and if you'd like to make a wager right now, I'll take your wager, because it is true. They make way more than that. If you're a good salesman, your average salesman is going to make that. 5, 4, well, average salesman will make about that. 15, yeah. But yeah, they make that. That's not true. And I'm willing to prove it to you. You come here, I'll show you. If you're a salesman, come on. I'll let you make $15,000 a month. You can make more than that. You make $30,000 a month. We get 200 leads a week. 200 leads a week. We're shipping 13 to 14 buildings out a week. We're moving so many buildings, and that's another reason why you need to do business with us. If we were so, why is it we're selling so many buildings? Why is that? It's experience, it's reputation, it's quality. Plain and simple. Wait, we got it. Relying to Trent and Swear. What size building are you looking for? Any deals on custom buildings? What size building? Give me a building. Mr. Trent, you right there, Mr. Swear? Give me the building. What size? Well, AJ hasn't come back to selling cars. Laugh out loud. Well, Mr. Langley, you're right. He's a good salesman. He tries. He works hard. I can't say that about some that have left, if you get my drift. But anyway, what size? Mr. Swear, but let's go. Tell me what size you're looking for. Give me a size and I'll be glad to work this out right now. We'll do this live where everybody can watch me and you will and deal. Anybody want to buy a building? Come on, let's will and deal. You got a question? Come on. You ain't got to call a building specialist. You can call the owner of the company right now. Ask me the question. I promise you I can answer it. I want 30 by 50 by 12. Yeah, I got, go back to my, I got that for 25,999. You can buy that for 25,999 right now with free roof and wall insulation. Right now, Mr. Swear. Come in by Friday, done deal. What else you need? What else you got? Who else? Who else got a bill? Come on. Let's wheel and deal. Let's get this show on the road. You ain't got to call. You call me. I come on this thing every day. You call my little competitors who don't have the experience I have and ask me the question. Ask me anything you want. I promise you. I've been doing it too long. I know everything. I know them things like the back of my hand. When you've built as many buildings as I've built, it's easy to answer questions. I have to train my building specialists, which they're trained. But today, you know, you will and deal. I'm going to cut you some deals. It's called the Tiger Deals. The Tiger Deals are going to go on every day, live. You want to make a deal? Tell you what you do. Send me what the size is. Make the size. I got my calculator right here. I had my calculator. Where's my calculator? I had my calculator right here. I'll wheel and deal right here. You know, you call those competitors. Tell me what they're selling you. Look, we'll wheel and deal. I'll eat them up. Come on. That's my sell ad right there. Come on, Mr. Langley. I'm waiting on you. And I'm going to give you free roof and, if you come in today, you waited the right time to buy. Free roof and wall insulation. I'm waiting on you. Come on down, Mr. Langley. We're ready to do this deal with you. Who else? Come on, let's wheel and deal. Folks, here's your chance. Come on, I'll tell you right now. I told you yesterday the challenge still exists. If you want me to go to your house, you can invite all those other cats, and I promise you by the time we finish, you'll be buying your building from me, because I know more than they could ever dream of. They don't have my experience. They're not even in our league. Look at our facility. Look at them. Where do they got the resources to stand behind those deposits y'all giving them? Have you thought about that? These guys are getting big deposits and they've only been in business 1 or 2 years or 3 years. Be careful. I've got the resources to back up anything I do, I always have. Even when I started this, I run multiple businesses. I got in this business too, but I run other businesses. I always had the resources to back up anything I did. But anyway, let me move on. Let's see what else I got. You got anything else for me today? That's it. Well, let's give them another 5 minutes. Does anybody else want to cut a deal like Mr. Langley? Huh? Call Southern. Call Reed's. Call them all. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same channel. And tell me what the price is. Give me the size. I'm gonna whip up on them. Bad. Okay? So thank you for listening. You can call me at 337-214-0428, or you can call my cell number, 337-515-2154. Remember, I go live. I won't go live Thursday because I got to go do my work for the state. But I plan on going on live every day. Call me and let's just get your building done. And buy it from somebody who's been building these buildings and knows how to build them and ain't just been playing around and got the resources and the equipment to take care of it. So give me a call. Tomorrow we'll be going live. 337-214-0428. Thank you all for listening.